Hi all, how are you doing? Right, got a bit of a boring subject today. It's the subject of motorcycle insurance. Now, yesterday was a rainy old day, and I was a bit bored. Wasn't much on telly. There was nothing new much to watch on YouTube. So I sat and I read through my insurance policies for the motorcycle. Oh, I must have been bored out of my head, didn't I? But I found some things in there that quite interesting, really. And I'm wondering if you've read your clauses in your insurance, or had them read to you when you bought the insurance. Because I was reading away on mine. As you know, I've just recently changed to this motorcycle. It's been about a month now since I got on it. And of course, when you change your bike, you have to tell the insurance and da-de-da. So I told the insurance and told them I'd put an aftermarket exhaust on, so I got charged, I think it was about 12 or 15 quid more for that. Fair enough, I says. And I know the regular clauses of my insurance, because I've got a garage up the end of my garden. It hasn't got access via, you know, you can't put my car in there because I have to come down a little tiny alley to get to it, but it's a concrete garage and I keep my bike in it, and when it's in there it's all locked up and alarmed and shit, you know. So access only. I'll be accessing. Yeah, so that obviously, I don't know, makes me sure it's cheaper, does it? Probably, because it's all locked away, out of sight and whatever. But reading through my policy in very tiny writing, one of the clauses was that I have to keep it in the garage, you know, overnight, locked away with a chain on it and alarmed and what have you. Fair enough. But when I read the really tiny print, there's a clause saying if my bike is within 50 metres of my property, it has to be locked in the garage with its chain and alarms on. And I thought, oh, didn't know that. That sort of makes life a bit awkward, doesn't it? Really? You know, if you get your bike out, which I do, get the bike out, and I've normally got everything, you know, I get ready indoors and get all my gear on and shit, and I push it up my alley, not my alley, the alleyway from my back garden to the front, and you know, I put it out there, I straighten up my mirrors because I have to bend my mirrors in and whatever, straighten all the mirrors up, get it ready for riding, and then I'm normally ready just to, you know, go. But let's say, for instance, that I've got out the front and I forgot my phone, because I always take my phone when I'm out on a ride. Yeah, so I've got out the front, I'm ready to go, and I say, oh no, I forgot my phone. So do I then have to put my bike round the back into the garage, lock it up, get my phone, and then get the bike out again from the garage and push it around the front? Because that's what it reads like, you know, this little clause. So read your clauses, people, because no doubt you've probably got some on yours. I think when the insurance comes up for renewal, which unfortunately isn't until next year now, I might have that removed if I can, because that could be awkward, couldn't it? You know, let's say I popped in the shop on the way home that was, because I've got a shop within 50 metres of my house. You know, I'm buggered, don't I? I can't do that. I can't stop outside my shop. So let me know if you've got any clauses like that. Another one I found. Ooh, another one I found. Excuse me. Yeah, another one I found was on gap insurance. When I bought this, because it's on HP, I sensibly took out some gap insurance, which cost, I don't know what it was, 200 quid I think, for the term of the by purchase, or whatever they call it nowadays. And when I sat and read all about that, there's a clause in that as well. The clause in that is, I'm not allowed to have an aftermarket exhaust on it. Where are you boys going with that horse? Don't hit it, you big bully. Bloody bully. Yeah. Now, as I explained when I was talking about me motorcycle insurance, I've already told my insurers, which is Bennett's, that I've got an aftermarket exhaust and they've charged me extra for having it. But because I've got gap insurance, one of their big clauses is you're not allowed to make any modifications to your bike. So I've now got to take my aftermarket exhaust off. It's a bit weird, isn't it? And I'm rather glad that I only bought it second hand off the bloke who used to own the bike, because if I'd have paid full whack for it, I'd have been quite pissed off. I haven't taken it off yet, as you can hear, but I suppose I'll have to, just in case it gets nicked or written off in some way, you know. You can't bloody go and change your exhaust then, can you? So yeah, check your clauses, people, on your insurances. See what you have to do to comply with your insurance company's wishes. And whilst we're on the subject of insurance companies, here's a bit of a gripe. How is it they can get away with charging, I think Bennett's that I'm with, charge £36 to make any changes to your policy? 36 quid just for typing in that, I don't know, say you fitted aftermarket exhaust and you want to tell them, because you're supposed to, they charge you 36 quid for doing that, plus any extra bit on the premium. How the hell to do that? 36 quid for about 2 minutes work, just typing on the screen. That should be illegal, surely. Anyway, let me know what you think on your clauses on your insurance. I know it's been a bit boring, this one. There it is. That's enough for this one. I'll catch you when I'm out on the bike again, on a less windy day hopefully. And whatever you ride it safely. Ta-da now, bye bye.